To Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At his 48-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Told it's an even 30 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Madison. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a run with Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Open man here, Sims complete.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. To throw now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Washington 0.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
They're not right now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going on the ground with Madison, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has at the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Cook following the penalty. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play fake. Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's going to push him back half the distance. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They run. Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now this one was tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
To Terry McLaurin.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a pickup of
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
And 4 at the 21-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Holding at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak, but wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Washington.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
And the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Back to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Escaping the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
Washington will
No, because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
Cousins
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Cousins. Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. He's at the 30. 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Brown, right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, Cousins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it'll be third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington is going to win the football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The throw taken in by Sims.
The pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
14. But it's now
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And out.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force